I'm going to be showing you a little project that I'm working on to demonstrate how you can use conditional statements in JavaScript to perform very specific tasks. So in this particular code snippet I'm working on, this is to demonstrate and to utilize this conditional function within JavaScript. And what I'm going to be doing here is I've created basically a code snippet. I'm going to compare an answer that the user is to an answer in the system, which in this case would be Mercury. The question I'm going to ask the user is what planet is closest to the sun, and then I'm going to compare that answer to what I have in the system as the correct answer, which is Mercury. And then if the answer is exactly the same, it's going to print out that's correct in the console, and then otherwise it's going to say sorry, that's incorrect. Then it's going to give it a clue as well. So I'm going to give the user a clue. It says the correct answer is X number of characters long. In this case, I think it's 7. And it's also going to say it starts with the letter, and it's going to give the first letter or character of the quote unquote real answer. So let me just show you how this works in functionality. So if I reset this, it's going to ask me, first thing it does is it sets Mercury, and then this is the prompt that comes up. The prompt says which planet is closest to this. If I put Venus, then obviously it's not going to be exactly the same as this, so it's not going to console out this. Instead, it's going to console out, sorry, that's incorrect. Here's a clue, the correct answer is blank. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And here we go. Sorry, that's incorrect. Here's a clue, the correct character is long. Now, why this is important is what you can do with this is you can create dynamic applications within website or web application to guide users through a process. You could maybe create a quiz. You could create maybe like you have a job application and you want to provide like a built integrated test for your applicants to filter out qualified applicants for non-qualified. Maybe you might want to have a quiz integrated into your the front end of your website to help filter out that. There's just a couple of examples. You can also use this for proofing things. There's a lot of examples that you can use this for. Now, obviously, this is not going to just do. So this is what we call a console output. And what it says here is, here's a clue. The correct answer is 7 characters. So that's what I've done here. I've used what we call a literal to an actual method of the quote-unquote real answer. And the method in this case is length. I was able to show the length of the characters. This is useful because what if you have data that you need to parse out or that you need to search within your web application and provide information or feedback to the user about how many characters there are in a particular section, or how many characters there are in an application. Maybe you want to create an application, you want to create a field that only allows 50 characters or more. You'll want to be able to count those characters, and if the characters exceed it, you'll want to create an error message as an example. These are just some examples of how we can use these in various applications. Then it does say, and this starts with the letter M. Once again, we're dynamically pulling that from the actual data. So imagine now if you want to find other information in the database or within a response, that as well. Just a couple of quick examples. Now, this is in the console, it's printing up, but we want that to show up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include a little larger code snippet. And hopefully this works. I'm going to put this here. So we're going to have if real answer is equal to answer, result element, enter HTML. That's correct. So it's going to show up on the screen, say that's correct, or it's going to show the message, sorry, that's incorrect. But before we can do this, we need to go to our HTML code for index HTML, and then we need to add here. We'll add this into main. Okay, save. So now if we refresh, hopefully this works. Okay. And let's see here. Let's see. Did I not save something? Yes. Oh no, why it's not letting me save? Venus. Let me see here. Results. You know, it's just an issue with the console not saving properly. So let's just try it again. So there we go. Okay. All right. So now you can see what we're doing. We're displaying the message. It's not only show up in the console, but we're also actually, instead of just showing up in the console, now we're having this show up on the website. So you can imagine now we can dynamically change a website using JavaScript dynamically while the website is up without having to reload the page. We can push new information to the user's field of view or their experience, and we do that fully dynamically using JavaScript. So there's just one example, a few examples of how we can use conditionals to build web applications and serve different functions. Once again, my name is Eddie. Intersection here to help with your software engineering needs, AI automation integrations as well. We can build custom web applications and be your secret weapon against your competition. Please make sure to reach out to me. You can check out my website at eddieboscana.com, and you can see this is my learning path I'm currently on towards becoming a full stack developer. I'm currently in a module that I've engineered to become a front-end software engineer. I'm working right now through a script, and then I'm going to be moving on to advanced CSS and CSS animations using a couple different programs I'm enrolled in. UI.dev in their expansion pack, plus Team Treehouse are my primary sources right now. So I'm looking forward to bringing you a lot of new exciting projects and things that I'm working on, both in the software engineering and AI automation space here at AI Intersection. So thank you so much for logging in, and I look forward to seeing you later. Until next time, happy coding, everyone.